Hey, did you know that my new single, Never Looking Back, is out now on all major streaming platforms? Literally, all you have to do is click the link in the description below and download it and check it out. Please and thank you. My birthday is on Sunday, and this is all I ask. So today we're going to be talking about Baddies ATL, and I'm so excited because I literally have been waiting so long to see this. So many people were the executive producers of this. Ray J, Princess, Natalie, Nunn. I think Tanisha was also one. So it was lit. Bad Girls Club was basically just a show where they would gather about 7 women, which were supposed to be like the baddest girls in their area, and they would put them all together in a mansion where they would live with each other for about 3 months, and we would just watch like all the drama and chaos unfold. So Baddies ATL is basically just like a reboot of that same show with about 7 of the overall cast favorites, and we're basically just watching them live in this little mansion together and watching the drama unfold of them at more advanced places in their lives, and I guess to see if they really are still true bad girls. Baddies ATL, this was episode 1, the season premiere, and it basically just opened up with Natalie Nunn introducing herself and all the other girls introducing themselves. The trailers that I saw on Twitter for this show, they looked, oh my gosh, everyone says it was the lighting. Everyone says it was the lighting, but I don't know what it was, child, but it was not it. So, but then on the show, it looks so much better. They all looked way better. Sometimes you just need to move around on camera a bit. Just going into the intro, Natalie looked great. Sarah's hair was cute. I'm glad Judy is not so on a bender like she was before, because I was concerned about her. I was honestly just watching season 7 like a couple of days ago, and I went to Judy's Instagram to see like what she had been up to, and I was so glad to see her like at another place in life. So 7 looked great. She was just one of those like naturally really pretty people. It's same for Christina. Christina is also just naturally beautiful, and her hair always looks really cute. Janelle was always really pretty too, but I think she may have got like some work done or something. She went out and got a booty. I was like, go ahead, girl. I never knew Sydney was trans, to be honest. That was very surprising, but I remembered her. It's so crazy that everyone wants to act like they don't remember Sydney when I saw her once and saw her face and was like, oh yeah, that one replacement, Tanisha looked great as always. Tanisha never ages. Like, she just is Tanisha. The mansion that Natalie got for them was really nice, but as Judy stated, it did look really haunted. And Judy coming up there with that broom, I'm like, why didn't you? She should have put the broom at the door and made everyone jump over the broom into the house to leave all the badness outside, to be honest. But hey, I think Natalie was messy for making sure that there was like one less room, because literally, nobody's gonna want to share a room, and then you put Sydney and Judy together. Like, even if they were friends, that's messy, because what if like you putting them together ruined their relationship, Mess. Judy didn't have to call Sydney what she called her. That was very rude and homophobic. Like, you could just say we're not friends. I honestly, it was so weird to me that Tanisha didn't want to be in the house with them. It came off as messy and dramatic personally. Because I'm just like, girl, like, why would you agree to do the show? Like, but you don't want to like stay with them. Like, that's dramatic. I think Tanisha is dealing with I think she was dealing with some type of like superiority thing, because she was like, because Natalie was taking the face for it, kind of like when they had their conversation and everybody was like, getting into it about who organized it. I feel like it was the same type of energy around that with Tanisha and Natalie personally. So then we get to the photo shoot that Natalie had scheduled for later that day, and Tanisha shows up, and they're so standoffish towards each other, but like jokingly, and it's just like, I'm like, you guys have that energy, like, I feel like that's the people that fight energy, like they know how to joke like that, but I'm like, girl, I'm not, maybe I just don't have good friends like that, but I feel like they would be able to fight each other and still be friends the next day, and I'm not gonna do that. Sydney, honestly, she really had to sit up and ruin a good time. I was like, really, girl? Like, we were all rooting for you. You want to sit up and be messy and talk about something that happened years ago? Like, so what? Even if Judy did call down to the people, to the production center, who does Judy really have enough pull to keep you off a show? Clearly she didn't, because you were still a replacement. So I'm like, girl, why do you care? It personally came off as attention seeking and jealous. And it really made me feel like she only came for camera time, low-key, you know? And honestly, I personally feel like if Bad Girls Club, if Judy did call down there like that, they probably would have ended up putting Sydney and Judy on the same season to start mess. Like, you know, why would they just take Judy's side? Like Sarah said it honestly. She felt like, you know, Sydney was only bringing it up for mess, you know, and for camera time, and I'm 1,000% with her. And at the same time, you're on the show, so who cares? Like, you want to hold on to that hurt. That's why people don't go anywhere, because they want to sit up and hold on to the people that did them wrong in the past, when they need to be focused on themselves in the future. And Sydney was dirty, honestly, for trying to throw Judy's business out there like that. Like, you're trying to call her dirty, you're dirty. Mentally. Tanisha describing this shoot had me dead. Oh my gosh, she did not have to get on their heads like that. I was literally crying. Sarah, why do we all need to cheer you on while you're getting your pictures taken? I'm like, girl, I guess, like, are you not a bad girl? Can you not hype yourself up? Going on a rant over here. This show, I'm honestly so glad that I have a YouTube channel now, because I've been wanting to like do something like this for years. Sarah, honestly, like Tanisha said, Sarah was being mad spoiled for that, and she's also mad selfish, you know? Because I'm like, you see us on the phone trying to speak to Janelle, who's in a snowstorm, and you want us to come get off the phone asking about her safety to come hype you up, you know? And her pictures, I don't know, Tanisha and Natalie, I honestly think that their beef might be scripted, or it really is like a superiority complex type thing. Like, there has to be some type of ego trip or jealousy going on in there, because there's no other reason for them to have beef. Like, Natalie even said the reason that they even were like beefing in the first place was over Baddies ATL, like organizing it. So I'm like, girl, like, you want the credit? They both just have too much, their egos are too big, and we know this to be true. It's also possible that Tanisha could just be trying to get some ratings for the show, though. And so then finally Janelle came, and she was all sad because her luggage was still at the airport. I'm like, girl, you should be grateful, blessed that you made it. You want to be sad over some clothes, girl? You're on TV. I'm like, yo, there's no endorsements. No endorsements. You can't go to the mall, Walmart, and buy some cute outfits. The room that Natalie gave her was really cute, but she still has her stank attitude, which kind of made me like, you know, but I still love Janelle. But I'm just like, girl, like, please. She had on some biker shorts and a t-shirt, and she was complaining, and she looked really cute. I thought Natalie was really nice for letting her use her MUA. That was really sweet. But then Christina found out and got all mad, because she was already mad. And I was just like, literally, you didn't bring your own makeup, bro? Like, you just traveled with your clothes and were like, oh, she's gonna have an MUA. Personally, that's a very privileged way of thinking. So I'm like, girl, how are you gonna be mad? Like, you know, and literally there's no Walmarts, like there's no CVS's. Maybe I'm just wasteful or something, but like, you know, I'm not gonna sit up and like fight somebody when I can just go buy myself like a cheaper version of it if I need it right now. You know, like, if I need it, I'm gonna go get it. I'm not gonna go be mad at someone and beg someone else for it. And then Christina had the nerve to get mad at Natalie and her makeup artist, because her makeup artist said he didn't want to do Christina's makeup. But literally the day before that, at the photo shoot, the MUA, his name is Freedom, Natalie said that Freedom literally had to track Christina down to get paid for the makeup he did on her yesterday, the day before that. So why would Freedom do your makeup again the next day when I just had to track you down for $250? You know, it's sounding like something is going off here, you know, and I'm not trying to get back on the train. So she started this huge argument, girl. It was crazy. And like, she even got up in Freedom's face, honestly. And I was just like, how are you gonna run up on somebody while they're working? And honestly, I don't blame Freedom for arguing back, but he did argue back for a bit too long to be working, you know. But at the same time, I completely understand, girl. You're not gonna sit up and make it look like we're just discriminating against you when you're the one out here being cheap. And so, you know, he said his little 2 cents and went back to doing Janelle's makeup the same way I would have, boo. Anyways, let me make my money, you know. And that is a proper example of exactly why I pay my people while I'm in the chair. If I don't have it in my hand on cash, I'm going to ask for your Cash App, your PayPal, as you're like wrapping up, for real, because I don't have time for it, you know? No, I like to
paying, I'm done. Don't come to me about my money because I already gave it to you, bruh.
There was a lot of homophobia like in this early episode. I wish they would like just cut it out and just like, you know, stick to like the fact that some people are just terrible people and not the fact that like they're terrible gay people or whatever, you know.
It's not my mouth. It's their mouth, you know? It's not my mouth.
Christina, honestly, her beggy self had the nerve to go to Seven and be like, oh, I'm not going to speak to you anymore. I'm going to go speak to a real one. Seven, can I borrow your makeup? And I honestly, Seven was really nice for letting her do that because Seven really is a real one. Like, you know, Seven really, I don't remember her being fake. What was she, like season 13 or something in that season with Kiana and all that? Like, even she fought Key, and Key was the one who was making it, like, Key was the one being crazy, you know?
Freedom said it's $250, period.
Christina, honestly, literally when I found out it was only $250, I'm like, personally for me, there is a perception that, you know, the Bad Girls Club, like, you know, when you're popular, but like Natalie said, Christina only did one show. But I mean, girl, it's not even a should have been able. I just feel like if you can't pay to get your makeup done, why are you going to try and fight somebody else just because they're getting their makeup done? It's just like, girl, like, why can't you just do your part? You thought you were just going to come here, get paid, and be on TV, and that's it. Like, you know, you can't shell out like $250 for a makeup. Instead of sitting up arguing at Natalie, she could have went to CVS or Walmart or Sephora and bought everything she wanted for less than $250, and then she would have had new stuff to take back home.
Just mess.
Christina is very pretty, but she is very messy. That was very messy to me, and she didn't have to scream at everyone. She didn't have to come at Freedom like that. She didn't have to take it everywhere, keep talking mess, still being mad when Natalie's trying to come work it out. And then as they're talking it out, Christina swings on Natalie. And I'm so glad Natalie swung back, you know, because Christina, honestly, I feel like because she finally had her makeup done. And yeah, she's really pretty, you know, but Natalie is pretty too. She was trying to like step up on Natalie kind of, you know, like, girl, lower your voice, you know, when you're like, you know.
And I was just like, girl, like, this is a real conversation. And did I not bring you here? You want to be, now you think you cute because you got some makeup on?
So I would have swung back as well. And I'm very much so looking forward to the next episode. Great content indeed. If anyone knows when the next episode is coming out, please let me know. I watched it on the Zeus Network. They have a lot of really great channels. I love the Zeus Network. Most of the shows on the Zeus Network I have seen, and I don't even like to watch TV. So thanks for watching. Please be sure to check out my other videos and click the link in the description below to download and listen to my new single, Never Looking Back, out now on all major streaming platforms. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Honey, we is begging for subscribers.
I would like to get to 150 subscribers before June 15th. My birthday is on Sunday. Please share the video and subscribe for my birthday. Have a great week. Deuces!